Oh boy, we have a multi-battle on the battle tree. What could possibly go wrong? Or maybe, what could really go right? Because if the battle tree is so hacksy and unfair, if you add that to your team, maybe you could utilize that for a little bit of extra advantage. You know, if you just bring that computer that's going to do some trollsy stuff, well, if they're doing it against the opponent, might swing the odds in your favor just a little bit. But this seems like it's going to be I want to say ridiculously standard battle to a degree, while also being kind of entertaining, because look at this matchup right here. We have Pokemon that aren't like the most feared, most powerful, they still do solid damage. So in theory, we just have a solid offensive turn right now. We are going to see a switch out on the Silvally into the Oricorio. That's going to leave Starmie open to do some damage. Thunderbolt should be able to take out the Gyarados, but we're not playing Pokemon Stadium, so we just have Gyarados eat us. Wow, okay. Starmie is like lacking damage or something, and the Energy Ball from the Alakazam will be survived, so I have no idea what's going on, and that is going to be just a Citrus Berry. No Confusion Berry right there. Decent little bit of healing, and Gyarados has Thunder Wave, so why would I expect a standard turn for any reason on the battle tree? But at least we know stuff is happening. Starmie has that recover, so gets the outspeed on the Alakazam, recovers up to almost full health, and Alakazam going to throw down another Energy Ball, so that could get a little bit worrisome unless we see, you know, some kind of coverage right there. Thunder Wave onto Starmie, just to paralyze everything. So yeah, the support Thunder Wave Gyarados coming in hot, but that's the Revelation Dance. That's a super effective hit we needed on the Alakazam, and it will be enough to one-hit KO without any Dancer. So what my thought is, you bring in Oricorio as a switch-in Pokemon against the battle tree, and that's going to, you know, Dragon Dance. Hey, Gyarados go Dragon Dance, Oricorio comes in and grabs some swag, but no, that's not what we got at all. And the Aqua Tail punching a lot of damage, or tail slapping, or doing something. A lot of damage onto Oricorio. Not a lot out of the Psychic, and then we have Stockpile from the Walrein. So Walrein's already setting up to get tanky, and that's going to be another Revelation Dance. So is that going to be enough to team down and take down the Gyarados? Yes, it will. Now I'm wondering, like, how the battle tree responds this. Like, do they take out their own first? You know, the double focus down. Seems like it just kind of the target selection is random or kind of taking turns. But Starmie will get the recover, so not going to get completely paralyzed HAXX just yet. And we're going to see if we can take down the Caracosta. Frost Breath, though, onto the Oricorio will be enough to take it down. Critical hit. We know how, like, the Frost Breath damage is weird, but super effective, and Oricorio is not tanky at all. Caracosta comes in with the Rock Slide, and Starmie, it just flirts with the death right there on the edge, but now we have Silvally. I don't know if Silvally's going to be able to do much to Caracosta, but I've been surprised before, so that's going to be a multi-attack. Looks like the target onto Caracosta will be wait, super effective. Ground? I thought that was fire Silvally. I guess if it's ground, then yeah, that's solid. But Caracosta, tanky. Starmie has recover. A little bit of healing on the Caracosta as well. Good try to see if we can get enough damage. And then Starmie kind of doing its thing as Walrein goes for another Stockpile. Alright. Now we just wait. Now we wait for the silliness. So Caracosta comes in on that Rock Slide. Yeah, that's going to be a resisted hit. So it is Hidden Power Ground. Okay. Or not Hidden Power Ground. It's multi-type ground. So multi-attack comes in onto the Caracosta. Will be enough to take down Caracosta. And that's the 2v1. So if you can just kind of like single out and focus down one of the Battle Tree members, yeah, then you can do pretty well. But hey, that Pump Girl is just sitting there like, yeah, keep using Stockpile. We'll see where this goes. But the ground on the Silvally will make it vulnerable. So we're going to see what happens with this Walrein. As there's a Swords Dance from the Silvally. Going to try to outpace this Walrein and get down that little bit of extra damage. Starmie with the Psychic. Very, very little damage after all that. But the special defense drop going to add up right there. Because when you're stockpiling, you don't get those stats back. Frost Breath hits super... Ooh. I was going to say, wait, never mind. It's supposed to crit. Frost Breath hits super pretty well. That's going to be a Swords Dance on Silvally to get more stats into the setup right there. And then Reflect type. Alright, Starmie. Showing the Reflect right now, but that doesn't really change too much. And then well, actually, the Frost Breath will be tanked up harder. critical hit from the Frost Breath, extra damage. Multi-attack, though, from Silvally. All right, +4 Silvally versus the +3 on the Walrein. Walrein will survive it. Starmie, I don't think it would have gotten the finishing blow, even with the Psychic, but the Battle Tree decides to, recover anyways. You can't control what the AI is going to do, and that's going to be the Frost Breath onto Silvally, and Silvally will go down to that. So now, what happens? Does Walrein... Oh, no! Starmie has the Cosmic Power! Starmie is not finishing off the Walrein! Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no! I was about to say, if it was actually that serious, like, Walrein just sits there for, like, the full duration of Cosmic Power. Nah, it's rest. It's a rest stockpile Walrein, and it's even, Chesto Resto. What up, Game Freak? Thanks for using half of my Walrein moveset on the Battle Tree. I am honored completely. But no, it's Cosmic Power. Starmie is not laying down the damage right now. We do have Frost Breath, but after the Reflect type, I guess the double resist? Very tanky. And we know Starmie has some recovers. The process doesn't really matter in this situation. And the Psychic does almost no damage, but gets another special defense drop. So maybe that'll start adding up. And is it just me, or does it seem like Walrein took the same amount of damage at, +3 and instead of +2, But Starmie could eventually run out of Psychic. And if Starmie runs out of Psychic, this could be pretty bad. And that might explain why the battle goes on for over 60 turns, and maybe we get into a PP stall, and then it just boils down to who has more PP in this battle between Starmie and Walrein. Starmie gets paralyzed, though, and you know what? Every little bit counts, because right now, I don't think Walrein has enough moves on the Frost Breath to KO Starmie, as Starmie is getting all of its recovers, and we know the maximum damage potential on the Frost Breath. Frost Breath is a really interesting move when you actually get deeper into the mechanics behind it. It's always going to crit, so you know its damage is maxed out. It's like hitting a Shell Armor Pokemon. You know it's not going to be, there's not going to be any surprises in there from RNG or anything. Oh, but it's Snore Walrein as well. We didn't see that with the last Chesto. Decide to rest at high hit points to go Snore, and then we know Frost Breath is always going to do consistent amounts of damage. However, Frost Breath has the added benefit that if they are boosting their special defense, then you're going to be able to hit through that for consistent damage. Starmie with the recover, though, and I think that's kind of all we need to see at this point. Walrein, Battle Tree! No! You're better than that! Come on! No! Why? Like, okay, I understand. Game Freak, please code better sometimes. No hate. If you should have the sleep counter factor in if your AI is going to be using Snore. That's as bad as Agility Dragonite in the first generation. Aw, man, I'm tilted for the rest of the day. How do you respond to that? Well, let's skip ahead a bit. Alright, so we're at turn 57 of 62. I'd imagine that this would be the situation. Walrein is trying to rest at full because it can't do anything. Starmie is trying to Cosmic Power at full because it can't do anything. And I'm pretty sure Walrein loses this one then. Okay, Starmie has to recover. Hit points are full. Walrein has no moves left. Alright. It looks like I jumped ahead to the perfect time, because if you think about it, if we're getting in Struggle Wars, that means you want to kind of aim like 6 turns before, because then you get an idea of how this is building up. And I think Starmie just kind of like won the PP Wars when you think about it. Snore has limited PP. I think Frost Breath is also surprisingly low. And Rest is good if you're not waking up, but if you're using Snore, then yeah, you're kind of still burning through PP. And I don't even think the AI is not handling like this for the most optimal PP usage as well. But Walrein, going to go for that struggle, going to do no damage to Starmie. Starmie's still rocking that recover as well. I'm pretty sure Reflect type has like an absurd amount of PP. I guess he used Reflect type for like 20-something turns and now started using Cosmic Power. Ran out of Cosmic Power, still has the recover spam, and then that is going to be the GG. Now, I wonder how this would have felt as, like, because I got a tweet. I got a tweet from this guy. He was like, currently in a battle where the AI on the battle tree is stalling itself. Will update soon. And then I finally got the battle code. I don't remember how many minutes it was. I couldn't imagine how long that battle lasted. But, I mean, that's kind of the idea. Like, you just have to sit there and watch and hope you have more stats than your opponent. Like, at least it gives you a lot of time. If you're in this situation, that's where you can go and hit up Google and be like, all right, what are odds right here? I think Cosmic Power does have pretty absurd PP. I'm just going to Google that right now. We already know what's going on. So it has 20, and then Reflect type. I think we just need to get like a couple of move numbers right here. So Reflect type is 15. I thought Reflect type was higher, honestly. I thought it was like 30. You know, just one of those random moves that doesn't get used a lot, but just has like an absurd amount of PP. So that's something, and then we can go and look at the Snore. So I feel like Snore was one of the more crucial ones to this, because you're using it while you're asleep. And like I said, Paralysis is good in a PP war, or a PP stall, because, hey, that's a turn you're not using any PP, so it buys you that extra turn over the opponent. Snore only has 15. Normally, when you're resting, rest is always good for a PP stall as well, and then it just kind of didn't work out for the opponent. The Battle Tree stalled itself, and I wonder if it was intentional, too. Like, Starmie used Cosmic Power instead of finishing off the Wall Rain. Is that like a sign that the AI cheats and it knows what move you're going to use? Because maybe like outside of the amount of health and KO, or maybe it knows the damage calculation so well and it bases all of its decisions off of like the % chance of winning or something. I don't know. So what I was thinking is, did the Battle Tree read the rest and then decide to use that as a free turn of setup for the Cosmic Power to then make it bulkier? That way it had a higher chance of surviving and then winning against the Wall Rain, even though it didn't have the damage, because the damage calculation came up at like 40% chance KO on the damage roll or something weird. There we go, guys. That is going to end Fan Fridays. Game Freak, come on. Get it together. Hope you guys enjoyed the day, week, weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.